Hi everyone, today we're going to look at the CTT repeat cycle hold up. And what this is the CTT, the counter timer tachometer, and this is part of the timer and counter mixed mode functions that we can do with this digital unit. So on my screen here we have the manual, and only about 4 of the pages that you actually need for the manual is used to program this unit. So our repeat cycle hold, if we look at our timing charts here, you'll notice that basically the difference between a repeat cycle and a repeat cycle hold is when the power is removed from the unit, it holds the last value that was on there. So if we look at the timing charts here, I'll just blow this up a little bit, you will see that as I get my start signal, it'll start oscillating back and forth. As I lose power, it maintains wherever it was before and then continues as long as I have my start signal. So we still need a start signal every time that we lose power to this unit. Then if we look at our counter mode function, our counter input is going to be up, and our counter output mode, we're going to program in A. And we move down to all the different modes that we can program this output, and here's A right here. So this represents as soon as we start our counting pulses going in, it'll start counting up until we hit the set value that we've programmed in, and it will set the output on for a certain duration and hold that output no matter if we still have pulses coming in or not until I get the reset signal. When I get the reset signal, it will be on for the duration. So as long as that reset signal is on, it still maintains 0. As soon as it is released and the reset signal is off on the trailing edge, then what happens is it will start incrementing that count again with the pulses up again to the set point and then repeat itself. Now, the next pages in the manual describe the counter and timer wiring examples to show you how to wire into this unit. Then we have our programming. So we can set up our programming for our timer and counter mixed mode. So if we go to our actual CTT, hit and hold the mode key for 3 seconds, it'll go into our programming mode. And the first parameter up here is our mixed mode, which is right here. Then we have our timing mode, which is going to be timing up, so we can see our up timing. Then we have our type, which is going to be our repeat cycle hold. Then we have our timer units, which is set for 0.1 of a second. Mode again. Now our counting input mode is going to be up. Then we have our output mode, which is going to be set for A. Then we have our counting speed, and the speed is very important to match what you have coming into the actual unit itself. So in our case here we have 200 Hertz, so we can have 200 counts a second coming into this unit. Then we have our T-out1, which is set for 0, so it's maintained. So back to our timing mode, we're on a repeat cycle. It'll be on for the duration and off for that same duration. Then we have our T-output2, so this gives you us our timing pulse train, which is going to be half a second. Then we have our point that we can put into our scale with our scaling factor here, and we can actually put in engineering units. So a 1 count pulse would equal things like a distance. Mode again. This is our power. So upon removing power from the CTT, everything's maintained or saved. Then we have our reset signal, which is set for 20 milliseconds. And then we have our input type, which is going to be PNP, which is the way in which we wire this unit up. Then we go back to our beginning again. So to get back out of programming mode, we hit and hold the mode key for 3 seconds again. And now we're running. So our timer is the first thing that's displayed. It's set for 10. And then we have our counter set for 10. And hit mode again, and we display both our timer and our counter at the same time. So let's just go down, and we will turn on our timer and with the signal, and you can see it will start timing. So our output's off. As soon as it hits 10, it'll turn it on. and then we will wait for 10 seconds, and then it'll turn that output back off again. Now let's just turn on, and that's exactly what happens. You can see it turned off there, and it will keep on repeating that cycle. If I give it pulses now, we can look at our timer or our counter, and so we're counting up, and once we hit our set value, it should reset and keep on going until I hit actually the reset unit. So as soon as I hit reset, then it resets the whole unit, and I turn it back off again. But in this case here, I have to put on my start timer again to start it. So all the links and documentation can be found on our website at accautomation.ca. If you like this video and like to see more, there are 3 ways in which you can help us out. You can give us a thumbs up so other people can find this information. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also go to ACC Automation and subscribe to our website. When you do, notification will be given to you every time we publish new content to the site. You'll also get 2 free ebooks on numbering systems and robust data logging. And the third thing to do to help us out is to tell a friend or colleague about the site. Alright, that's it for now. Thanks for watching.